Human eye important questions and answers. Very short answer questions 1. What is meant by the power of accommodation of the eye? Answer. The power of accommodation of the eye is the maximum variation of its power for focusing on near and far, distant objects. 2. When a monochromatic light having only one wavelength passes through a prism, will it show dispersion? Answer. No, it will not show dispersion. It will only show deviation. 3. Name the component of white light that deviates the least while passing through a glass prism. Answer. Least deviated component, red. 4. A student has difficulty reading the blackboard while sitting in the last row. What could be the defect the child is suffering from? How can it be corrected? Answer. The child is suffering from myopia. The child should use concave lens of suitable focal length. 5. A student has difficulty reading the blackboard while sitting in the front row. What could be the defect the child is suffering from? How can it be corrected? Answer. The child is suffering from hypermetropia. The child should use convex lens of suitable focal length. 6. A person with a myopic eye cannot see objects beyond 1.2 m distinctly. What should be the type of the corrective lens used to restore proper vision? Answer. Concave lens. 7. Name the component of white light that deviates the most while passing through a glass prism. Answer. Most deviated component, violet. 8. What is the far point and near point of the human eye with normal vision? Answer. For a human eye with normal vision, the far point is at infinity and the near point is 25 centimeters from the eye. Short answer questions. 1. What is color blindness? What kind of retinal cells are lacking in a person suffering from this defect? Answer. The defect of the eye due to which a person is unable to distinguish between certain colors is known as color blindness. Cone-shaped retinal cells are responsible for making a person differentiate between colors. The color-blind persons do not possess cone cells that respond to certain colors. 2. What happens to the image distance in the eye when we increase the distance of an object from the eye? Answer. The eye lens of a normal eye forms the images of objects at various distances on the same retina. Therefore, the image distance in the eye remains the same. 3. Explain why the planets do not twinkle. Answer. The planets are much nearer to the Earth than stars, and because of this they can be considered as large source of light. If a planet is considered to be a collection of a very large number of point sources of light, then the average value of change in the amount of light entering the eye from all point-size light sources is 0. Due to this, the effect of twinkling is nullified. 4. Why is a normal eye not able to see clearly the objects placed closer than 25 cm? A normal eye is unable to clearly see objects placed closer than 25 centimeters because the ciliary muscles of eyes are unable to contract beyond a certain limit. If the object is placed at a distance less than 25 centimeters from the eye, then the object appears blurred and produces strain in the eyes. 5. Why do stars twinkle? Answer. Stars appear to twinkle due to atmospheric refraction. The light of a star after the entry of light in Earth's atmosphere undergoes refraction continuously till it reaches the surface of the Earth. Stars are far away, so they are the point source of light. As the path of light coming from stars keeps changing, thus the apparent position of stars keeps changing and the amount of light from stars entering the eye keeps twinkling. due to which a star sometimes appears bright and sometimes dim, which is the effect of twinkling. 6. Why does the sky appear dark instead of blue to an astronaut? Answer. As an astronaut moves away from the atmosphere of Earth, the atmosphere becomes thin. Due to the absence of molecules or dust particles in air, the scattering of light does not take place. Thus, the sky appears dark in the absence of scattering. 7. Why does the sun appear reddish early in the morning? Answer. The light coming from the sun passes through various denser layers of air in the Earth's atmosphere before reaching our eyes near the horizon. Most of the part of blue light and light of small wavelength gets scattered by dust particles near the horizon. So, the light reaching our eyes is of large wavelength. Due to this, the sun appears reddish at the time of sunrise and sunset. Long answer type questions. 1. State the reason behind the following phenomenon observation. 1. Rainbow formation. 2. Reddening of sun's disk in the early morning and late evening. 3. Flattening of sun's disk at sunrise and sunset. 4. Pathway of light visible in a foggy atmosphere or a dusty room, smoke-filled room. Answer. A. Light when enters tiny raindrops in the atmosphere, undergoes refraction, dispersion, internal reflection, again refraction. B. Scattering away of smaller wavelength of light by particles of atmosphere. C. Atmospheric refraction. D. Tyndall effect, scattering of light. 2. How can we see objects? Answer. First, light enters in our eye from cornea. If the light is very bright, the iris contracts the pupil to allow less light to enter the eye, and in dim light the iris expands pupil to allow more light in the eye. This light incident on the eye lens and image is formed at the retina. The optic nerves transmit electrical impulses to the brain and we get information about the object. 3. Draw the sketch diagram of the human eye and explain about the different parts of the eye. Answer. The human eye is the most sensitive part of the human body. By closing our eyes, we can sense some objects with their smell, taste, sound they make, or by touching them, but we cannot identify the color without opening our eyes. Parts of human eyes. Cornea, the outermost part of the eye, light enters from this part. Eye lens, it is a convex lens, its curvature is controlled by ciliary muscles. Iris, the part of the eye which controls the size of the pupil. Pupil, the aperture of the pupil varies with the help of the iris. Pupil regulates and controls the amount of light entering the eye. Retina, the light-sensitive screen, where the image of any object is formed.